Hello students, welcome back. Now this video onward we will discuss the further concept of circle. So why to wait? Let's start. Now student, let's solve the sum based on the concept which we discussed in the previous video. Now in the figure C is the center while points E, F, G and D lie on the circle. Now measure of angle ECF. This angle is given 70 degree. Measure of arc DGF, that means from here to here this full arc is given 200 degree. You are asked to find measure of arc DE and measure of arc DEF. Now let's solve the sum. Now just look at the figure. In the figure, this angle is a central angle, and you know according to central angle theorem, it is always equal to its intercepted arc. So your measure of angle ECF will be equal to measure of arc EF. Why students? We have done in the previous video. I am writing short form. Central angle theorem. Now, since your measure of angle ECF is given 70 degree, therefore, your measure of arc EF is equals to also 70 degree. Now just look at the figure. 3 arcs. This is suppose my first arc, this is second arc and this is third arc. Together form a circle. So my measure of arc EF plus measure of arc DE plus measure of arc DGF. Together all these three form a circle. So this is 360 degree. You can write the reason forming a circle. Now EF you know is 70 degree. But we don't know the measure of arc DE. But arc DEF is given 200 degree. So together it will be 360 degree. So your measure of arc DE will be equals to 360 degree minus this side 200 plus 70 is 270. When you transfer that side, it will be 270 degree. So 360 minus 270, that will be 90 degree. So this you got 90 degree students. Now what they have asked, so this arc we got is 90 degree. Now what else is asked to calculate? Measure of arc DEF. Now just look in the figure. This is EF and this is DE. Together it form the arc DEF. So that will be addition of both these arcs. So 90 degree plus 70 degree. So here this second arc will be 160 degree. Now student, let's solve one more sum. Now in the figure, triangle QRS is an equilateral triangle. Based on this, you have to prove that arc RS, congruent arc QS, congruent arc QR. And you have to prove that measure of arc QRS equals to 240 degree. Now all the 3 points QRS, they are on the circle. So it's an inscribed equilateral triangle. Now here we will utilize the concept of that each angle of equilateral triangle is 60 degree. So you know that this is also 60 degree. This 60 degree. Same way this is also 60 degree. So first of all, what we will write that our triangle QRS is an equilateral triangle. That's given, students. Therefore, your measure of angle Q equal to 60 degree. Same way, measure of angle R is also 60 degree. Measure of angle S is also 60 degree. This is property of equilateral triangle. Okay. Now, when you look at the figure, if I extend both the side, then this is an inscribed angle and it is the intercepted R. So my measure of angle Q is half of its intercepted arc RS. This we have done in the previous video. It is inscribed angle theorem. Now, this angle is 60 degree. So, it will be half of the measure of arc RS. Now, this 2 will get multiplied. 62 is 120. So, your arc RS is 120 degree. So this arc is 120 degree. Same way, when you look at the angle R, then this full arc will be double of it, that is 120 degree. Exactly similar way. Same way, S angle is 60 degree. So inscribed arc is this one is 120 degree. So this part we can write directly. So, now students, we can write same way. Similarly, measure of arc QS is also 120 degree and measure of arc QR is also 120 degree. So what we have shown that all these arcs are 120 degree. Therefore, your first arc RS is congruent to arc QS, which in turn is congruent to arc QR. So the first part we have shown. Now in the second part, they have asked you to show that measure of RQRS is 240 degree. So first of all, look at the figure. Your RQRS is made up of two arcs, that is RQR and measure of arc RS. Now only you have calculated their measures, students. Both are of each of 120 degree. So QR is 120, RS is also 120 degree. 120 plus 120 is 240 degree. So your second part, that measure of RQRS is 240, is also proved. Now student, let's solve one more sum. Now in this, chord AB and chord CD intersect at point P, and it is given that your chord AB is congruent to chord CD. Based on that, you have to prove that arc AC is congruent to arc BD. So you know that if the chords are congruent, their corresponding arcs are also congruent. So very first point, they have given that chord AB is congruent to chord CD. This is given. This I have not written. It's given. So your measure of arc, now AB together form this full arc, that is ACB. So that will be arc ACB will be equal to measure of arc. Now same way, when you look on the other side, this CD together form this arc. So we can write that one. Measure of arc CBD. Why students? You have to write the reason that congruent chords subtend congruent arcs. So corresponding arcs of the congruent chords are always equal. So when you look at the figure, your measure of arc ACB is made up of two arcs. So we can write instead of that arc AC plus measure of arc BC. Same way, your CBD is measure of arc which two arcs students? Just look at the figure. It will be arc BC plus measure of arc BD. Correct? Now, so both the side arc BC is same. So it will get cancelled out. What remains student? Just look in the figure. Your measure of arc AC is equal to measure of arc BD. But when you want to write the congruent sign, what do you have to write? Your arc AC is congruent to arc BD. That only they have asked you to prove. So what is the reason here? Given. Here corresponding arcs of congruent chords. So understood? This only we have to prove. So we proved arc AC is congruent to arc BD. Thanks for watching this video students. Hope you have understood whatever I explained in this video. Now if you have any doubt, you can comment or mail. If you like the video, share and subscribe. Thank you.